Hey guys, we're live with episode 8 of Sons of Gold, a Stars Without Numbers merchant trading campaign. If you're watching live, there's all kinds of problems with Twitch right now, dropping people, so things could get hectic. If you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a video recording of things getting hectic, so that's all I got for you. It's been a week. This is my first stream this week, which is unusual, but every other stream got canceled. Launching a new show with Sid and Kelsa and Cottontailed and Lexi Tales, Cankle, the anime / browser game. I think it'll probably be launching next Monday, not this Monday. But
I'm sorry. What's the game?
Cankle, anti-collection.
Cankle?
Yes,
Cankle.
it's about World War II IJN Japanese Navy ships reincarnated as young women.
So this will be the second campaign you've run.
That's anime as fuck. Yes.
No, that the PCs are young women in World War II.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
that
yeah,
true. Yeah. It might be that I like World War II. It might also be that at some point I'd love to run a tank game. But tanks are tough, man. That's rough.
I mean, I used to spend a lot of time as a kid role playing as a tank, so I'd be a good.
Tanks are tough because
if you're into watching anime, you should be watching Girls und Panzer. It's about high school tank team. They participate in a sport called tankery, where between 3 to 6 girls get inside.
Do they just put giant
World War II tanks
in the
No,
tanks?
they use live ammunition and shit.
Oh, that's even better. But yeah. I was thinking that'd be a good way around the death part.
But see, here's the thing. They're
losing really matters.
They're like, we reinforce the tanks so the kids can't die. And then they're like, but also if you roll off into a river and you're upside down, you'll probably die. So the whole time they're like, yay, it's cute girls doing things. And then they're like, but actually it's fucking terrifying.
I mean, I was just going to chalk it up to it's anime.
No, Girls und Panzer is, as far as the tank mechanics go, it's surprisingly well thought out. As far as the economics go, it's terribly thought out. Apparently, all the cities in Japan have been replaced by aircraft carriers. Look, just watch it. It's pretty good. Surprisingly good, really. All right, let's figure out what everybody's been up to this week. Not Sid. We're going to skip over him until he figures out how to be nice on Twitter.
That'll never happen.
We'll come to you last.
We'll do your intro when you've done 3 nice tweets, okay, Sid?
Yeah.
Okay, I will mute so my keyboard won't be too offensive, and I will go post 3 nice tweets. Let's see.
I feel like you're really just going to post the word 3 nice and tweets.
Wow, you know Sid a little too well by that giggle I just saw.
Virgil, how have you been doing this week?
Doing good. I've been really busy at work because now I'm working full time.
Did you get that?
It's good.
Did you maintain the position that you were hoping for?
So I've been. It's a complicated situation. My direct superior was like, "Look, we just need someone doing the work, or we're all gonna die in a flood of paperwork." So I just said, "I'll just start doing the work, and then next week we'll kind of just be like, oh yeah, Virgil's been doing that, so he's like got the job, right? Big boss man. Like we're just gonna try to grift me into the position since the gears of management have been grinding too slow. So it's great because I got a bunch of hours in, and now I'm basically like trained to do the new position. There's no reason they shouldn't just give it to me. So I'm pretty excited. Although things still could come crashing down. So it's like that scared excitement. We're like, God, what if everything goes horrible? That'd be so exciting.
In general, everything does go horrible. So you're a role-playing game.
I know. Every day at work, I'm failing forward very well.
Okay.
I'm ready to do some flailing around in outer space. Today.
That's a very good description of what your team has been doing lately.
I've decided, yeah. We're really gonna get it together though this session. I think just ship shape, get our act together. and smooth operations, buying and selling goods.
Wow, fuck you, Sid Alpha.
What?
I see you tweeting.
Probably the tweets. Doing nice tweets it's free. I did a nice tweet for Arthur this week. I just
did 3 nice
I
tweets.
said, hey, if you like watching games, don't miss out on APGamingREAL's YouTube. That's free. And then everyone was like, hey, that's a good tweet. And they liked it. And then they watched some vids. And Arthur was like,
People did watch some vids. Actually, considering that I didn't make any videos this week, there were a surprising number of views on my channel.
Remember, people, well, you've got a voice and you can use it. I'm going to use a silly voice to try to tickle you today.
Are you talking to me or the audience?
I'm mostly Arthur is who I want to laugh because he's got the most boisterous one.
Great, awesome. I'm just reminded.
Kels is just too easy. I just give her a good little wink or something, and she goes, "Oh, okay."
It's
not
fine.
only does my family watch my shows now, but also my personal trainer and my entire gym staff watch the show now as well.
Hi guys.
I'm glad that I don't talk shit about them. And generally,
nothing but good things about them. Actually,
yeah, I know. I just say that privately when I'm not being recorded. Sid, you're still going last, even if you are.
It's fine.
As much as possible, attempting to obey the. Can't believe people are liking those tweets already. All right, Elsa, just save me here.
I got a dog.
Yeah, you do.
Tiny Dog has gone on Tiny Dog Adventures. It's actually been really nice to have an excuse to go out and spend an hour in the park, And she loves to chase squirrels, even though she's about the same size as a squirrel. But she's so majestic when she just gallops through the park. I've been really busy this week. I feel like I haven't done anything. You know how that's like? I feel like I have been treading water really hard. And I know it's not entirely true that I have made some progress, but it definitely doesn't feel like it right now. So that's kind of my mood. I've been working on some art, which of course I will share when it is done.
Who's the artist that you were talking about? I didn't hear who it was.
Oh, Sketch Goblin. I commissioned some art from Sketch Goblin of Juan Diego, and I'm waiting on that. And then I'm doing some art myself of a character in a different game. And that's been going surprisingly well, actually. I'm really liking how it's looking, but it's taking a very long time to get those results. So that's part of the treading water thing where I feel like I'm going to be at this forever, but it'll probably just be a week. So.
Right. I mean, I know about that treading water thing. I've been waiting all week to have a role-playing game stream.
Well, here we are.
I mean, of course, it is my fault that we didn't have one for BattleTech because I went off to do.
Yeah,
it was a good thing to do, though. It really was.
I mean, I need Rad to finish his work, so.
Yeah, he's 200 plus free.
You gotta sharpen up your knife balls if you want.
Yeah, I want to mention, by the way, that someone posted on our Discord channel. If you want to go join on Discord and check it out in the fan art section, someone posted knife ball gifs. They created like a randomized knife ball, like many images of a knife ball in different directions, and then it'll randomly pick one.
If they had done one more, I would have made they did 5, but if they had done one more, you could have done a D6 and roll and play knife ball to see who gets stabbed first.
I saw that. It's really great. I was very impressed. So thank you, whoever made that. It was A+.
I'm not gonna diss EQ.
What?
What do you want from me, chat? What is happening here?
I mean, we might diss EQ.
I mean, I do normally diss EQ, but I made a decision earlier this week. Stop going hard at him.
I mean, I usually reserve that for face to face so he can, hit back because he has some really great quips.
I don't know about that. I don't want to diss him, but no, I mean, it's not a diss to be like, hey, listen, you're not in Restart Chat. You haven't seen
I feel like I'm missing out.
the GIF wars. I'm winning them by far, and I feel bad for him.
What is Arthur's GIF too is strong.
Is this guy like the voice of the devil or something? Yes,
the only my character Vincent in our Burning Wheels game. I'll be very sad when he dies. But the cherry on that cake will be that I can then send the clip to EQ to watch over and over again.
Where you die?
I died horribly to Dame Gracia. Tune in tomorrow night, folks.
I mean, we'll see if that's what happens. We'll see if that's what happens. All right, Sid.
Is there some possibility it could go another way?
Yes, there's a very strong possibility it could go another way.
Interesting.
You're now allowed to introduce yourself, Sid.
Excellent. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sid Alpha. Lots of you might know me, possibly.
Why do you keep dropping into Lord Tythus randomly?
I don't know. I really don't. It's like just stuck in my brain somehow. It's been a very, very busy work week with lots of stuff going on. I got to do a video about Kotaku last night. That was fun, and had the editor-in-chief of Kotaku tweeting at me saying,
that's
hey, I got to fix
fruit right there, buddy. Okay.
Valve still has to pay Australia $3 million, which I had one of the greatest comments on a YouTube video ever. Someone just said, now they have to learn how to count to 3.
I
love it.
I mean, did you notice that Campo Santo, the guys who made Firewatch, are now being absorbed into Valve to join their Half-Life did?
That's a shame.
What? Why is that a shame? Firewatch was great.
Yeah, it was. I'm not a particular fan of a couple of their leads for previous actions. No, I really like Firewatch though. I just won't ever review any of their games.
It was literally a giant game of Dungeons and Dragons set in North Dakota's backwoods.
It was a great game. Like it was
great. I'm just not a fan of the devs anymore.
Okay, all right.
It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
I choose not to support them in future endeavors.
Are you saying that
it's nothing
devs?
Against their I wouldn't go that far because the games they put out are actually really good. I just choose not to support them for personal reasons. So I'm trying to stay positive here and not say negative things. I do have one negative thing I have to say, though, which is not in relation to Twitter at all. So it's perfectly safe.
Okay.
I went and got parts ordered from my car that were supposed to be delivered to the parts store, O'Reilly's, yesterday. So I go pick them up today so I could work on the car, so I could return the rental car on Monday because the dang thing is expensive and it's costing me a lot of money. They never order the parts. So now, and the guy that I talked to on the phone, of course, was not there today, which was probably a very good thing for him because I let him know that whoever that is costing me an extra $150 because he's inept. And I'll probably never see him, but I want you to let him know that I said that his inept handling of his job is literally costing me money. Have a nice day.
This is why my job is great. If I mess up at my job, it means we just accidentally didn't take some money from someone that they were going to give. Work for nonprofit people. It's low stress.
Yeah. Nonprofits.
And you just call them later and you're like, you can just send us another check. Cool.
So now the parts for my vehicle will not be arriving until Tuesday. So now I have to take time off of work to go fix it. But soon I'll have a functioning, working vehicle again. In the meantime, me and Kylie are enjoying the crap out of the rental car because it's a nice car. It's really nice. Having a lot of fun with it.
Just really getting in some driving practice with her.
Uh-huh.
Just like, go big. Just knock down some traffic cones, whatever.
Well, see, we live out in the way out of town, so like dirt roads and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, here, just
spin them.
Keep it at like 10 miles an hour, and we're fine. So yeah, still been having a lot of fun with that. And the BattleTech video game comes out next week. I'm super excited about that. I'm sitting here just
about that.
Preload is happening. They're opening it up for preload on Monday, so I'm just sitting here just waiting. I can't wait.
You've inspired me. I got stories to share. I got a driving story and a someone messing up at their job ruining my life.
Excellent.
When I was working for Domino's, I lived in the backwoods.
Can we hear these stories somehow with Tommy the Cat instrumental playing in the background?
I don't know what that is.
Wow. Okay,
I just assume that there's like some Lake Wobegon shit going down in the background where I got like a live band slowly reacting to the words I'm saying. Nothing. Nobody. So
I mean, I could get a guitar.
Here I am delivering pizzas, right? This is the backwoods of West Virginia, and just in case you're not American or you are American and you don't know where West Virginia is, it's to the left of Virginia. Wow, nobody? Come on. All right, fine, great. West Virginia joke and no one laughs. There were places out there that were only gravel roads, right? Like just like 3 inches tall of gravel sticking out of the ground. And the one day I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drift. I'm just gonna go down this turn.
That's such a bad idea.
I'm gonna drift. I did it perfectly. I rode that shit like a boss. And literally the only time I attempted it, like 4 people were watching me and called the store to complain about it. And I was like, fuck that shit. I'm never doing it again.
I
can't. There's one house. How do 4 people see me from 4 different locations? So mad.
The 2 people that were camping and
no, it was even worse because my sister worked for that Domino's and she was the one that picked up the call. So then I heard about it for weeks later. My mom heard about it.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Jeez.
I have stories about sisters.
Was listening to that Primus song like I told them to. Well, Arthur was telling that story, then we had a beautiful experience together just now because that was so nice. It was perfect, just like I expected.
I feel like we should edit the YouTube VOD to include that. So.
Look, yeah, if you can. I could tell sister stories all day, but then you would be horrified. It would be.
I don't know. I got 2 older sisters, man, and one of them is pretty mean.
Trust me, I have you beat. I hate to Yu-Gi-Oh here, but I'm the one holding all the cards. Let me tell you about today.
He's holding all the cards.
No, don't worry. I got you, bro. I got you. Some of you might watch LexiTale streams like I do and know that she basically just only eats snacks all day long. It seems to be the only thing she consumes, and she eats them nonstop. So I decided I would order some of these snacks because I've never had Japanese snacks before. So I ordered them from J-List, and they shipped them from Japan. But it literally
takes... You also just have an IV drip of snacks?
No, this is the problem. It takes a month and a half for these motherfuckers to arrive, right?
Oh my god!
On Friday, I got a notice.
Literally coming from Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Friday, I got a notice that it finally landed in New York City, and I was like, "Yeah, all right." It says it's out for delivery, and then it was like, "Nope, it's going to Philadelphia." And I was like, "All right, Saturday, it's out for delivery," and they were like, "We'll be in your area." And I'm like, okay. And then I was like, I'm just going to lay down for a nap. And then when I wake up, the snacks will be there. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? The one thing they didn't tell me is I had to sign for that package.
Oh, my God.
And so I'm like, great. I'll just go pick it up at the post office. And they're like, sorry, it's not going to be back in the post office until Monday afternoon.
What?
So now all of my delicious snacks have been sitting in a box for a month and a half, and I can't even get them for 2 days. And all I want to do is eat Pocky for the first and only time.
So
everyone's like, what if you put chocolate on a stick? And I'm like, what if you put chocolate on a stick? What does it taste like? Tell me.
2 days ago. I eat Pocky all the time.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can't you just go to 7-Eleven and get Pocky now?
I was a weeb.
7-Eleven? Jesus. I don't even know if there's a 7-Eleven in my state.
Oh, well, you can just get them at 7 around here, I think.
Just order it off Amazon.
Yeah.
It's fine.
God damn it. Everyone's like, don't they sell Pocky in stores? No, motherfucker, they don't sell Pocky in stores around here. Or I would have bought it in a store around here.
They sell it at
Here,
my
let me Google that for you, Arthur.
Oh man, I'm gonna destroy you, Sid.
You should have just ordered some bimbuñuelos from Mexico. They would have
What
been
the
there.
fuck? I bought all these dagashi kits that are like, look at these traditional Japanese things, and I'm like, great, awesome. I'm gonna now they're all just sitting in a fucking.
Let's
yeah.
see.
We have Wawas, and those Wawas do not have fucking Pocky in them. Okay. People are like, I've seen Pocky in my local Walmart. You know what?
Shit,
my
you can
local
get
Walmart
Pocky through
doesn't.
Amazon Prime. You have Prime. You can have it
I
delivered
do have
in 2
Prime.
days.
But you know what? It's funny because that was the one thing that disappointed me the most about Wawa's when I was in Philadelphia last year was you couldn't buy Pocky in a Wawa, and I was like, where am I supposed to get my Pocky at?
I don't even know what a Wawa is.
It's a giant super gas station that's filled with food, and they will live make food.
Yeah.
It's basically like a convenience store gas station. Super popular.
Okay.
All right. Because someone asked, I ordered 3 dagashi bento packs, which I guess is just a larger pile of sampler snacks. Sakura Manaka, grape mochi, seaweed
you can get
rice
that through
cracker,
Amazon Prime too.
double Pocky double, white chocolate lemon double flavor, and Japanese chocolate mousse. That's it. That's what I'm waiting
A
for.
full box of Dagashi 85 packs, $55 on Amazon Prime right now.
All right, look, I was trying to get the authentic shit from the only place I knew where to get it from.
This is authentic shit.
Yeah, I'm saying that I didn't know that, Sid. Can't even handle you people right now. So disappointed.
I appreciate you, Arthur.
Y'all motherfuckers ought to appreciate me.
I'm not. I could have suggested that you locate your local Asian store and the Asian supermarket.
We have a giant. No. Listen, I know where it is. There's a giant ass authentic food market, Newcastle. That's like, hey, are you not white? Come here. We sell the thing that is from your homeland. And I'm like, is that a real advertising slogan? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, wow, okay, I'm inside. It actually seems to have worked out correctly. This is
like,
geographically located correctly.
Amazing sauces
Interesting.
that I can't read the labels of. I guess I'll just buy one.
I mean, I do that all the time. It's
That's a terrible.
It's like, what is this? I don't know. It's some kind of spice.
And that's how you
not?
eat scorpion.
Delicious.
That's actually a thing.
And that's how you develop an immunity to scorpion venom.
That's not how immunity is built up for most venoms.
Wait, I've been eating.
I spent over a year developing an immunity to iocane powder.
Yes, that's a movie. It's a movie where a dude fights another dude.
You
that
quoted
can
a
pick up...
movie over my original joke is the real problem here.
The real problem is that how is that guy going to be Andre the Giant? Okay. That's
Andre the Giant was so used to fighting groups of people.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
I got it. Great.
You have to use different
He's
skills,
not used
you
to
know?
fighting groups of people. He's used to fighting one-on-one.
Let me tell you, Arthur, when I've been fighting like 10, 12 guys every day for a couple months, and then one dude comes up, he's just gonna
don't know how to handle it.
Let me tell you something.
That's how
Vince
that
McMahon
works.
had to call Andre the Giant and make sure that he was okay with losing the title. He couldn't
And
do it
he's
face to
probably
face because he was
very
afraid Andre would crush him.
This was like,
That's not a man who loses a one-on-one fist fight with the doctor from Saw, okay?
Yeah, I don't think I can do an Andre. I was gonna try to do an Andre, but then it was about to come out like Sylvester Stallone, and I stopped myself in time.
No, it's very clearly the law of inverse ninja strength.
Of course, the more ninjas there are, the less powerful they are.
Exactly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that was actually a thing.
Mask. I
The
mean,
ninja rapping do. I mean, if he didn't have those equipped, his stats would not have been enough to get the job done. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm,
mm-hmm. I'm gonna make that a thing in Restart now. I'm gonna make that an item, like ninja raps that give you +1 to a bunch of shit, like stealth,
unless there are other ninjas present.
Yeah. No, it gives you a negative if there's other people with that item. Speaking of Sylvester Stallone, I do want to mention this anime that's come out of nowhere for me that I haven't really talked about before, called Megalobox. I don't know a lot about boxing in general. I think like it's a shitty way to beat the fuck out of somebody. And this is even worse because this is boxing with dudes who are like, they have jetpacks and like robo arms and rocket punches that also are electrified. But it's really good. I mean, it's literally the Rocky story. It's like some junkyard dude that's just like, all right, I'm the lowest boxer on the totem pole. I'm going to take on the champ. The champ beats the shit out of him. But everybody's like, whoa, he almost hit the champ real bad. And everyone's like, I wonder if this guy's got a promising career. I guess let's get him out of the backwoods and see if we can put him in the tournament.
Maybe I'm tired of breaking thumbs and could make some money boxing instead, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Megalobox. I think what really impresses me the most is that it all looks like some ancient ass animation, 1950s, 1950s stuff. The soundtrack is lit as fuck. Someone was like, you know what we really need? A jazz band. Just the whole time. 24 minutes of jazz. That's all it is. All right, that's me. Do we have anything else we need to talk about? Normally I'd mention Avengers Infinity Wars coming out next week, but Sid is
check out my SoundCloud. I like my new.
You're talking about SoundCloud.com/Zircon5?
SoundCloud.
I barely have time to breathe, so
I like the new track that I put up, and it's called Hazy Day.
SoundCloud.com/Zircon5?
SoundCloud.com.
No, it was SoundCloud.com/Zircon5.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that for me.
There's a link if you guys want to hear that one. I was proud.
That clears things up a lot.
Let's die in space.
Let's die in space. We're not gonna die.
I mean, Sid, you say that you don't have time to do anything, but why do you keep posting videos like you're running out of time? Writing shit on Twitter like you're running out of time?
Because I'm running out of time.
Running out of time. Look, it's been a while since I made a Hamilton reference. Give me this one, okay? I'm not asking for much.
I forgive you.
Forgive me? The hell is there to forgive?
I made a color-coded map. I put the colors of the planets as they have been detailed in our product map in our secret chat.
Mm-hmm.
If you could put that into the Roll20 so that everyone can see that.
Which secret chat? Discord chat?
Yes, that one.
I'll have to open it.
Sorry.
Close this so that no one would distract me.
I'm here distracting you.
There's all these colors and
I know.
Normally we'd be getting started, but now colors and
I mean, I can get started if you want.
Tell me about your goals, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to start the first scene, which was like the station commander giving me a medal for like heroically getting everyone safely off. But if we want to do that second, we'll do this first.
Yeah, let's do that thing first.
My current goals are to go to the planet's surface and secure our holdings because we just bought them and we have guys down there to help us do it. So I want to do that. And also to contact my superior officers for updated orders. I'm assuming since we, oh gosh, how can I word this? Failed miserably at our jobs? No, that didn't come out good.
I mean, it came out accurately is the problem.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I need to do my level up.
So I need to talk to Arsenio Phoenix and be like, look, you've got a rat somewhere, and
it's definitely not on my ship right now.
I mean, I do have a brand new ship crew member that I don't know anything about his history, and he could definitely be a spy, and you should probably torture him for that information.
That is a big switch from last session.
Wow.
That is a complete flip from your feelings.
I thought we were.
No, I'm just saying that, like, oh God, what's your new name?
Felix.
Felix Kano.
Felix Kano.
So Felix.
His name's Kano.
His name's Kano.
A complete unknown to me.
Treasure these moments.
He. I mean, I know that it's not any of my time travel compatriots. They couldn't be spying for one of these organizations because we all came from the past. But this new guy, he's suspect for sure.
Because he's definitely in no way could possibly be Jonas that I've met before.
This guy's from this time period, I can tell. So let's get some XP numbers on these goals, huh? Go to the planet surface.
Securing your holdings is going to be a 2. Okay, contact your superior orders for updates.
Not
7?
possible. I mean, 7?
7.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was going to be a physically possible one to do. But we are going to leave the system, and maybe we'll go to the system where we think...
queue. Yeah.
It would
be jumping into the middle of a planetary invasion.
I think that's what we'll do.
Not do that.
No, I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, let's do that.
It'll be over by the time we get there, and we'll just
see who won. I don't think that's how wars work.
Well, right now we're still on the space station, and we're still working on getting the ship put back together because it's in a bunch of tiny little pieces right now.
The drive.
Hi, Kitty.
It's just the fuel bunker, no biggie, you know.
Yeah, that's a good segue right into your goals.
Juan Diego, let's talk about getting out of this damn system. Is difficulty 1. You're the pilot of a ship. Initiating a jump is not very difficult.
I mean, there's 2 other parts to that.
All right. Tell
1,
me more.
we have to put the ship together first.
Yep.
And 2, to somewhere not at war.
Still difficulty 1.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll just slowly but surely take up my 1 experience at a time, and not aim for ridiculously things that are completely impossible.
I mean, it's good to, know your limits and try to reach only the things that you know are possible.
What, no kill Titan?
It's not my style. It's not my style. Great. Well, I'll just keep up this trend of level 1 goals and 1 XP goals.
Hashtag level 1 goals.
I mean, you say that like it's a bad thing, but who's the lowest level right now?
Brad.
I am.
I'm sorry, guys. My cat will just continue to eat my flesh and bones if I don't give it more food.
Go ahead.
I can still hear you, though. I'm just right there.
Yep. Really, Sid? I thought you would react to my BattleTech joke, but all right.
Oh, Rad's lowest level.
Rad's lowest level. I mean, he's like 30 XP behind all of you. So, why don't you tell me about your goals? I don't see anything written on your sheet, Mr.
Nothing written on my sheet because I just removed the last week's goals because I failed one and accomplished the other. So I do have what we posted in Discord. The ones that I posted in Discord were kind of maybe the same. So I'm not because the first one was figure out a way to get the terrorists off my back. And the second one was put a stop to the terrorists. I feel like those two would kind of actually coincide nicely.
Stop to the terrorists.
Put a stop to the terrorists.
Sorry, can you read the wording of the first one again?
Figure out a way to get these terrorists off my back.
That's just making plans. That's not
that's going to be a 5.
Oh, damn.
Eliminating the terrorists on the planet is a 6.
Wow. Okay, that's lower.
Really?
Maybe you should jump on.
You're like so I could get just a
my plan of just like.
Okay, so goal 1.
We don't
know. We have to get
finish installing the mod on the ship. Arthur's gonna be like, that'll be a difficulty 10, motherfucker.
That's a 1.
Yeah, I don't even think we have to roll to do that.
Yeah, it's basically almost done to begin with.
Just live.
Never can tell because
I mean, I'll throw something in your way just to make
the space station's being like invaded and stuff.
That's not even close to the.
Oh, it's not? I thought
no,
that
I safely evacuated everyone.
Yes,
no,
you evacuated.
No, we'll still keep it because it's an easy XP. How about figure out a way to block them from being able to read my thoughts?
Oh, that's a cool helmet you got there. What's that made out of? Tinfoil?
It's like a tinfoil paper mache swan type.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna need psychic surgery for that.
Well, he did get an offer for genetic manipulation.
No, he did.
I got my genetic manipulation.
Oh,
there was no offer.
Bigger and more muscular, and
they forced him to do it.
My genes are literally different.
This one's tough for a number of reasons. I'm going to tell you outright, they're not reading your thoughts, which is why this goal is impossible. But on the other hand, even if they were reading your thoughts, you would need to have a psychic to stop their psychicness.
Okay.
So I feel
we have a psychic. Is there any form of a way that our psychic would be detecting their psychic?
Would need to be a telepath, or
do we have a trace buster to bust the? Do we have a trace buster to bust the trace buster that's busting our trace?
But I could do that when I level up, though, right? Because I'm already.
You could take one of the 2 psychics that allow you to interfere.
Telepathy or
not precog. The one that lets you meta psionics. It's the one that lets you backtrace people's powers and interrupt other psychics. It also allows you to work with other psychics to like transfer points around and shit. Meta psionics are basically like anti-psychics.
That's a good idea. Maybe I could do some of that.
So that's the trace buster.
Mm-hmm. I could be that for you.
Anti zero.
Yeah, but you don't even know it's happening, so there's no reason for you to take it. Is the problem?
I mean, look, as a businessman, there's never a reason to not be a telepath or precog.
Okay, how about figure out how they're seeing and hearing what I'm seeing and hearing?
Difficulty 6.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
Figure out how the actually, so I do have to phrase this very carefully. Psychics.
Dark reunion.
Detecting what I'm seeing and hearing? Would that be adequate phrasing?
Yeah, sure. And your group goal for this week?
We were talking about it a little bit, but
get the hell out of Dodge.
We think get the hell out of Dodge, which is pretty basic. I'd like to propose actually make a profitable sale, but I don't know.
I don't know if we can spend a week. I don't know if we can spend a week purchasing.
We have stuff. We have stuff to sell.
Oh. Well, then we could sell it when we get somewhere else, maybe. But there's probably war everywhere.
Well, that's
let's do something a little more simple, like don't get raided. So don't like let anyone steal all our shit. That's what we should be worried about, not like selling it. Shit is crazy out there, right, Arthur?
Word is beginning.
Don't get boarded.
Okay.
Protect our goods, right? Like
I see. Your plan is now to protect your neck, or they wreck your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the
execute Operation Wu-Tang. Always a good. Okay. I feel like we start where we left off last time, which is with Jonas, aka Felix Kano, all up in a half disassembled drive. The station technical personnel are floating around you, helping to install your pretext salvage, when one of them floats over and is just like, "Hey, Kano, what's this plate here?"
Look at the plate.
It says Labellin Drive Yards, Beatrice System, 3199. Labella ain't no system I ever heard of.
Oh, that was a joke. The captain had that welded on for one of his friends. They were playing pranks on each other. Not quite sure why, but it's weird. I wouldn't pay it any attention.
Okay, well, what you want us to do with this thing? And he pulls out a giant orange box. This is the black box that has been randomly transmitting identification codes and such for you. You know that it identifies you as being Captain Tachi.
Captain Tachi. Yeah. Oh, don't mind that. That's a secondary bypass system. I'd leave that alone.
So I should put it back then.
Yes, please.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna stuff this thing back in here. Pretty tough to get out, though, boss. Really just kind of seems like it's there to interfere, and he's like putting it in and clipping some cables together. Sparks go flying everywhere.
Oh, wait, so that's the black box that the AI was using to track us, basically?
Yes.
Wasn't there like an issue with disconnecting?
You firewalled it for now.
Firewalled it?
Yep. It's still firewalled. He just pulled it out.
Hold on. Before you do that, I'm going to go get a couple of controlled, like, open shut systems, so we can literally physically disconnect it and reconnect it with a flip of a switch.
Okay. So he's just like, listen, I'm not going to tell you.
Sometimes it's a bit of a power draw, so.
You just told me it was a secondary bypass, and you want to bypass the secondary bypass.
It's the captain. It's very, very odd, that one. Yeah. Just do what he says.
Okay, if there's anything less than a tertiary bypass on that, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm going to need you to make a talk roll with this guy with your charisma.
Can I help? I was walking by and I actually said that.
No, you're still cleaning the station out of all of its
elderly and infirm
civilians.
I was thinking those would be the last ones left over, though.
Those would be the first ones you let out. What are you, a monster?
No, they're the slowest.
But you always get them out first.
How about an 8? What does an 8
An 8's good enough. So he just shrugs his shoulders and is like, okay, all right. Tertiary bypass. That kind of sounds like the captain. Sure.
Just nods sagely, like,
even with all the weird shit going on, he just plugs it back in. After you put some physical disconnection units around it. Juan Diego, you're on the bridge of the ship.
Yeah.
You're starting to hear music playing. You can hear someone humming around you. It sounds like they're almost attempting to sing a lullaby that you just kind of know maybe might recognize it. Tough.
Hey, who is on the board still?
When you turn around, Drand Jimson is next. What's up?
I don't know. I don't have much to do here, and I'm hearing something.
Oh yeah, I hear it too.
You want to check it out with me?
Well, it's
probably one of those things where you just say there's a sound and there's not really.
It's a PX salvage.
So he's just like, it's probably just from when we were messing with the communication system 2 weeks ago.
I'm imagining it as Gene Wilder in like the boat scene.
Yeah, of course. You went right. I knew where you were going immediately too. I knew it was going to be that fucking factory.
In that case, I'm gonna get on the computer and see if it is something that is coming through the speakers.
No, your internal acoustics are only picking up the workers.
Well.
So Dran is just like, that's spooky. I think our ship's been inhabited by a ghost.
No, I think this is what the pilot was talking about. It's the Pretech.
A ghost in the Pretech salvage.
You just like saying the word ghost, don't you?
Yeah, I guess you could call it a ghost in a shell.
I guess so. Doesn't really have much of a ring to it, though.
Sure. I feel like it. 2 movies, nothing. All right. Actually, I guess it's more like 6 movies now.
Yeah, it's a lot of movies. I wonder if this is going to be an ongoing problem.
Problem? I kind of like it. Makes me feel relaxed.
I don't like feeling relaxed.
He turns his chair away from you, just like, oh look, something came up.
Still going to be a few hours before the drive's ready.
It's probably going to be more like 2 days.
Oh, is it 2 days? I thought it was like we had like half a day's worth of work left.
Yeah, it's close, but of course the station has gone into chaos, so work's slowing down.
It's still going to be some time before we are out of here, so I'm going to go for a walk.
Okay. Won't let the ghost catch you.
Thanks, Dran. I'll keep a weather eye out.
We cut to Captain Dean Fairless. You're in the station control keeping office of this civilian space station, the supply station 04. There's a broadcast coming from the planet that has been addressed to the station commander's eyes only, and the civilian station manager has basically like appointed you as his boss, if you'll remember last episode.
Right. Yeah, he said that I was actually higher ranked than him. It's a lot of pressure. Yeah, what's this message? What do they need?
The message is from Colonel Thomas Nulasar, and it's a priority 1 mission orders for all personnel sector-wide. So it opens with, if you get this message, use your mail system to retransmit it everywhere you go for all military personnel of the internet supremacy. And then it launches into the man that you tried to kill repeatedly appearing on screen and going, "Attention, all loyal citizens of the internet supremacy. As of this morning, the government has been disrupted. As the highest ranking officer in the oversight branch remaining on planet, I am taking control of all military and civilian functions of the government. The very first order of business is that all psychics are to report to conditioning centers around the planet in order to have their loyalty tested. Any psychic refusing this order is to be shot on sight immediately as a Zenman traitor." And then it plays like the internet supremacy military theme, which sounds a lot like Sports Center before closing off. Ba-na-na, ba-na-na.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Exactly.
Okay. Loyalty testing.
Yeah. At a conditioning center.
At a conditioning center. God, both of those things sound unappealing. Way to spend your weekend. I think I'd rather kill this man than do that. And I do kind of have a job to kill this man. So, can I backtrace where this call is coming from? Get a hold of this guy?
Yeah, you can attempt to backtrace this, but it won't necessarily tell you where he is, just where it's being broadcasted off the... Like the coordinates it's being sent from are all, like classified.
Right. So what
if
I'm
you had a
gonna
hacker, you
do,
could certainly attempt to backhack.
don't we have someone like on the?
Yeah, Juan Diego
I'm in
has
command,
been,
and I'm like,
been
all
training.
right, I need this back traced. I need a back trace.
Oh, you want to have someone on the station do it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Very interesting.
Sir, I can try to backhack it. Oh, he's actually pretty competent. Okay. I've got the coordinates, sir. It looks like this came just outside the capital city from an underground bunker. He brings up what looks to be a giant farm complex, like a agro company, but you can see that on the control building for all of the agrobots is this giant fuck off, like 16 radio dish deep space relay and very obvious missile silo doors, and a breaker gun.
Okay. So I'm gonna beam some communications to this place.
Okay.
How
do you address it first? Like, this is from Captain Dean Fairless at Station 04 Repair. Do you send it as captain of the... What is your ship now? He was my father.
He was my father.
Do you send it as the CEO of Prism?
So the thing is, this guy got brain shot, and then my friend got charged with the attempted murder. And on that day, I threw refrigeration units. Like, this guy might just be like, I'm pretty sure this is the guy that tried to kill me. Like, if he's not a dullard, he'll know that it was me. So I'm gonna tell him that I have captured a Zenman spy. And the Zenman spy knows of very close operatives to Nulazar?
Yep, Colonel Thomas Nulazar.
Very close operatives to Nulazar that are also Zenman operatives. And I can't hand off this spy to anyone but him personally and request a meeting.
Of course. Yes, the oldest trick in the book. All right. I'm going to need you to make a talk check. There's some sort of deception-based talk.
Let's see here.
All right, so you get on the horn with an ensign who's just like, your credentials check out here, Mr. Fairless. Like, you're registered as a privateer.
Yeah, and it's like I said, this is the highest issues of security, top level, purple.
So he was just like, yes, of course. We've already confirmed the escrow accounts. You will be paid for them as long as you continue to do your duties.
All right, excellent. And is there going to be an opportunity for me to do a handoff personally?
Well, make your roll now to see if they believe your... No, it isn't even if they believe it. It's just whether or not they want to do it. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So the ensign is just like, 1 second, I'll get back to you. And about 10 minutes later, Nolazar himself is on your communicator and like, Privateer Captain Fairless.
Yeah, sorry to speak to you under such distressing circumstances, Admiral. Admiral?
It's Colonel.
Colonel. Yeah, things have gotten rough, but luckily I've managed to get a bit of control of the situation. We're gonna need to do a one-on-one. You've got some close compatriots that have been let's say they've been co-opted by the Zenmans.
Understood. I've switched to my private secure line. Can you send me any visual information or genetic information about this spy? I assume you have video of the interrogation that you took.
Yeah, I will go ahead and send a picture of Felix.
Whoa. What happened to trusting Felix?
I mean, trust that Felix is not Jonas. That's the thing. You're muted, Sid.
So,
I was saying trust but verify. That's just common sense, you know?
we had all our ship records wiped when we came to this sector, right? Okay, so we have no other tapes.
All right, you're sending him a
so
picture
yeah, I
of
send him.
Felix?
I'm like, here I have. I just like show him a picture in his room, and I'm like, we're gonna need psychics to break through because he's pretty powerful. I've done what I can to keep him from overpowering the crew.
We're working on ascertaining the loyalty of all psychics.
Yeah.
Speaking of Captain Fairless, aren't you a registered psychic?
Yeah, that's why I was able to luckily get this guy under control. We can take care of that at the meeting if you can bring someone, because I'm real busy.
I'm routing you to conditioning center.
Control?
Conditioning center 01. I'll meet you at the landing pad there, and we'll take you and your Zenman spy into custody.
Perfect.
Is there anything else?
No, I'm looking forward to trying to get the situation back under control down there. You know, I got some holdings on planet.
Don't worry about those holdings, Captain. We'll make sure that the oversight branch takes good care of them while you're in our custody.
Really? They can spare the men to do that? I give him the wrong address.
Okay. He just says, Captain, this is the wrong address. We have your government permits. You're registered as a special VIP bus.
This is a Wawa's.
We usually have all our business meetings at the Wawa's just around the Slurpee machine, so we're there most of the time. If you want to find us, just check there. We might be in the office.
Don't worry. My men will be protecting your employee. The situation on the ground is fluid, but once you've turned yourself over to us, we'll begin protecting them.
Right. Okay. I'll see you soon.
My understanding is your ship can get here in less than 24 hours, Captain. So yes, I will be seeing you.
I mean, I do have a couple of pieces disassembled, so it might be more like 48.
Understood. We'll keep an eye on you, just to make sure nothing bad happens. Could you put the station manager on, please?
Yeah. Hey, Derek.
So the station manager comes in and plugs in a headset, and then after a few moments is just like, I'm sorry, Captain, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the room for a moment.
Okay. As soon as I leave the room, I comms to Juan Diego and tell him to get me in on that fucking conversation.
Yeah, can I try to get him in on that conversation?
So yeah, you already indicated you were going to go walk around the station, so hacking into the station is not going to be that difficult. Let's do it. Here. I want to pull up the hacking stuff so I don't mess this up. It's a bit different in this system because they got their own hacking thing. Execution, injuries, hacking, line shunts. To make a hack, you make a blah blah blah.
Yeah, Also, I'm like, we're gonna get another chance at that assassination.
So you've not spent an hour to do this. You need to take 10 minutes in order to complete the hack. Unless you have a line shunt, which I don't think you already have.
No, I got a comm pad and a data pad.
Yeah, it's going to take you 10 minutes to hack in this conversation. Do you want to get started?
Yeah,
I mean, I will. I'm going to be like...
What if there's another tack we can take as well? Wait, what happened to my... Did I close roll 20?
So I guess I'll get started on that since...
Okay. Make an int programming check.
13.
If they're rushed and don't have time to spend 10 minutes dueling, you can speed it up with a single main action with an additional action difficulty. Well, fuck you. Yeah, you literally maximized your efforts with Infinity Core there. Despite the fact that it would be baffling for you to break into a secure transmission of one of the most advanced governments in the system in the space of several seconds. The security systems on this station are shit.
Admin password. Oh shit, that worked.
So it's like Equifax. They left one of the switches with a default password on it.
Yeah, and you catch the signal between the receiver and the guy's office and just plug yourself in. All right, well then this is the live conversation you get. Great, I get to play two sides of the conversation. Nullazar is saying, Mr. Derek, I'm going to need you to keep an eye on Captain Fairless. We have reason to suspect that he might be a Zenman spy. But even if he isn't, he's a psychic and will need to be treated appropriately. As soon as his ship is finished, he does not return to the planet immediately. Your orders are to destroy his ship and everyone on board. Derek's just like, okay. Pulls out a second handkerchief. He did a real good job helping us out here. Oh, I actually have one. He helped secure the station. And Nolazar is just like, Captain Dean Fairless is a known member of the Mistletoe Brotherhood. And Derek's like, oh, okay, all right, I get it now. All right, okay. Mr. Derek, your services for us in this matter will be appreciated by the new government. There are places that a civilian manager of a station could go. He's just like, you mean Repair Station 01? And he's like, yes. The psychic in charge of Repair Station 01 has failed his loyalty condition. Assuming that you carry out your orders, I can see that you'll be transferred there. Post haste. Derek's just like, anything for the internet system, sir. Long live the supremacy. And he like gives a salute, and then he's like, oh, that's our salute. Yes. Colonel Nolazar is just like, you're not a military member. That's really inappropriate to do. Anyway, good luck, Mr. Derek. Keep an eye on them. And they cut communications. And we zoom out. Both of you have been listening in on the entire call.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, did you recognize that guy? He's the one I blew a hole in his chest.
It's too bad we couldn't keep him dead.
But the new plan is to make him dead again. I really don't like him. And I think we do kind of owe, one assassination of that guy to Kate. What was her name? Anyways.
Kate Adams.
Kate's going to be real upset if we don't take care of business, I think. So I did arrange a meeting at the old brainwashing facility. So we can show up there and just take care of business and then get the fuck out of here. First, I want to stop by the old shop, though. Make sure it's all tied down. I'd flip this onto like group call with Felix as well. Be like, Felix, you're gonna be you might like be the bait for us. Is that cool? Have you done bait work before?
Bait work? Are we going to kill someone, Captain?
Yeah, we put you up in front and then I kill him from behind you.
Oh, all right. Sounds like fun.
All right, and then we leave. as quickly as possible.
Look, Captain, the problem is, I just heard that conversation, same as you did. If we stop by the planet to check on our people, they're going to shoot us out of the sky.
No, it's fine.
For the facility.
What, do you think we skip stopping by the old storage place and just kind of leave it? I just don't want it to get burned down or whatever.
Personally, I would prefer to just get out of system right now. Fuck this guy. Somebody else can kill him. We're not getting paid for this.
Well, now we got some assholes targeting the ship probably as soon as it leaves the station. So we're going to at least have to dip down into the atmosphere. But I think we take advantage of the situation, got the meeting set up, so.
And you've done all that work already, so I suppose we might as well.
All right, now we just need, how's your team doing? Felix, you almost done?
Yeah, Arthur, how much progress have we made?
You're gonna need 2 days. The problem is that like half the workers left for the day because the station was evacuating.
Typical.
Yeah, it's almost like when you get evacuation orders, you leave.
Captain, we're going to need at least 3 days.
All right, I'm going to need you to go ahead and cut that time in half for me. As an engineer, I expect you're told that pretty often, so good luck.
Can't be done, Captain. The best I can do you is 2.5 days.
All right, well, we sail in 1.5 days, so have her ready for when we leave.
All right, Captain, but don't blame me if you leave Space Dock and she's still...
I'm personally coming down there right now. Make sure you get this done. And I am, Arthur. I'm going to go down there and do heavy lifting with
Good, I could use an extra wrench.
I'm going to hold things in position.
Do you want to make a fix check, Jonas? AKA Felix.
With help from me?
Sure, yeah.
Let's see. So this would be...
You want to speed this up. It's going to be difficulty 9 to finish a 2-day job in a day.
So will this be an int for me?
Yes.
With an assist.
And the song that's playing is Hot Blooded.
11.
Wow. Hot Blooded. Checking to see.
Nice work.
I feel like...
I have a really good fix.
During the scene, it shows all the people floating in space, but their spacesuits are off, and it's just them in their underwear, working on stuff, banging shit with wrenches. All right, 11, great.
Glowing purple haze.
You finish in a day and a half, and you're ready to leave on time. Station keeper Derek is just like, well, it's been really great having you here. Thank you so much for helping us organize things. Listen, I'm apparently getting transferred to another station real soon now. It's pretty sudden, but the system's been kind of crazy. But look, I hope I see you again, Captain Fairless.
Yeah, it was a pleasure working with you.
And, you're headed back to the planet, right? That's the rumor.
Straight back to the planet. Yep, that's the plan.
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
But you never know. Might just change our mind. See you later.
Okay. See you later, Captain.
Okay, so we're going to take off.
Your life might be totally wrecked depending on what I do. Bye.
So here's the deal. Dean, you get back on the ship, and when you fire up the ship for the first time, you can hear a lullaby more than anybody else on the ship. Because you're the only psychic on the ship. You can hear the ship singing to you.
And I know this right away when I hear it.
Yeah, this is definitely some sort of telepathic communication from your new pretext salvage.
Yeah, hey, Felix, did you install a weird MP3 player or something? I can't find controls for it, but I hear singing in my head. Is that part of normal operations, or?
Captain, that's because of the pretext salvage. It has an innate psychic field about it.
Just kind of a haunting lullaby.
You get used to it after a while. It's perfectly fine. Normal, everyday a thing.
Just to be clear, all of you are aware that that's bullshit.
I'm like, so yeah, it's. I mean,
this
kind
is
of
not
atmospheric. But should we be worried about adverse effects or things getting?
Oh no, absolutely not.
As a psychic that trained at our psychic academy back in
California.
Where we come from.
Space
California. You came from the Californian.
I came from California, but right. I meant where Dean came from.
Yeah.
I was hoping that you would have the answer to that question.
I mean, it's pre-tech, Captain. It does all sorts of weird things. I wouldn't pay it any mind. Just enjoy it.
I mean, among those weird things is like we don't have to have fuel anymore, but that's a pretty severe effect.
Seems rather minor to me. Oh, you're talking about the fuel? Yes, the fuel. The not requiring fuel. That's fantastic.
Right, but severe. So I'm wondering if there's other severe consequences. Do I know anything about this? I'm gonna like look up in my encyclopedia.
Yeah, make a no check. Intelligence.
Where am I?
So here's what you know. This kind of psychic phenomenon is super rare, and it's definitely not harmful.
Okay. So then
it's like drawing it's like playing a gacha game and drawing like a USSR card. You're like, oh, this is cool. We can market this as our ship, being like mildly haunted.
Space ghosts from the past.
Yeah.
It's like the old Bugs Bunny cartoon with a singing sword.
Okay. Did really showing his age on that joke.
Yeah, he is. I think we were comparing ages on the BattleTech stream, and someone told me I was 35, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
All right, I'm gonna pull up a schematic of this brainwashing facility or what have you.
There's no schematic of the.
Really?
Yeah, they don't keep secure government facility on public record.
What about just like parking number assignments so I can like figure out where the ships park or how many might be there at a time?
When you blast off towards the planet, right, as I'm assuming you're doing right now, it's going to take you 24 hours to get there at max speed because you move at drive 2 speed. You get a transmission flight path that you are supposed to follow from them directly. They've plotted your course out for you, have indicated where you need to.
Okay, so I'm like, all right, under no circumstances are you to turn off the fucking engine. You hear me, Juan Diego?
You want me to keep it running, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, we might just do like a thing where we fly by and I like jump out on my metal skateboard and fly down and shoot him and then, drive-by style. We're not going to spend a lot of time hanging out with these people having a conversation.
Before.
I mean,
it seems a little dangerous, is what I'm saying.
We could just use the sand thrower. I really don't. At this point,
I don't want to be blackballed from another planet. Okay.
If we just destroy
next to a building and just sand throw the crap out of it.
Yeah, if we destroy the entire building and all the witnesses, no, that's not going to work. Look, the thing is, they want me to go to the brainwashing facility, and they're gonna ask me all these questions. I'll find out that I tried to kill that guy. I get in big trouble.
That does sound very...
Yeah, you will. That trouble is called treason.
That's why I'm saying we should just get out of here.
No, the only way we're going to make this disappear is if he's dead and then we turn in our favor with Kate at PubSec and she makes the whole thing disappear.
Is she even still alive? I see.
That's a good question. Do I know where she was going? She would still be on planet, right?
Yep. You want to try to contact her?
How unsecure is that? Very unsecure.
I mean, the office number you have for her, her office was just Brad was. But you could try contacting her personal cell phone or something.
Yeah.
That would be super insecure.
So no, I won't do that. All right, so he thinks that we have a Zenman spy to hand over, which is why we got him to come personally. So all we do is we open up the ship. We all walk out. I mean, as soon as I get eyes on the guy, I'll
me, because I'm staying to keep the engines running, right?
Yeah. As soon as you hear the gut explosion of guts and stuff and screaming, we'll just pretend that someone else is attacking if we can get away with that and hide in our ship.
So more compounding lies.
So,
well, hopefully most people are dead at the end of it.
Let's start with the call that Juan Diego gets from the planet. You're getting an incoming call specifically for you from Charity.
Yeah, I'll answer.
Charity is just like flipping her hair back. In the background, you can see Nathaniel is awake and moving in a hospital bed.
It's good to see that Nathaniel is awake. Are you all right, Charity?
Yes, I'm fine, I guess. I heard that you're in charge of the ship now. What's going on?
There's been some kind of an attack. I think the civil war or something has broken out on the planet.
Yeah, I know that. I mean,
You're there. I mean...
Look, you should know, it's crazy here at the hospital. People are taking sides, something called the Mistletoe Brotherhood, Old Guard. The government seems like it's consuming itself. Everybody's accusing everybody else of being Zenmen. Can you get us off planet?
Fine. The problem is, the captain has determined to...
I thought you were the captain.
The former captain. He has told the government that we are going to bring in a Zemin spy so he can kill that guy. I don't think we can make it to the planet and get back.
What do you want us to do?
Can you lay low for a while?
We'll get back to the armory.
All right. I think the plan is for us to leave the system, and then we'll be back for you in a few weeks.
Don't forget about us down here.
Oh, no, of course not. Don't worry. I couldn't forget about you, Charity.
That's actually super unreassuring. She hangs up the call abruptly.
I want to call up our mercenary folks.
All right, you do a phone call as soon as Juan Diego hangs up the phone. Charity picks up and is like, "Oh, Captain."
Yeah, she's in the hospital, right?
Yeah. I heard that you were removed from command.
No, Captain Captain Art Dangerous. That's what it says on my jacket, anyways.
Yeah,
Look, I just need to. You're at the hospital. I want to make sure that we get all of our mercenaries and everyone.
Yeah, I'm heading back to the office soon. Got a whole building full of corporate security personnel and analysts. We'll be holding up there.
All right. Do you have a status update for me on the building?
Yeah, Nathaniel is no longer dying. Gunshot wounds have started healing.
That's great. Just let me know if he needs anything else. He got shot in the brain?
Yeah, he was shot in the brain 5 times.
Okay, so he doesn't need any like robot limbs or anything.
You get a robot brain?
Probably at least get a USB port.
Yeah. You know, it was weird. Those things originally were supposed to provide data and not power, but now they do the other way around.
Okay, so I'm like, all right, just Charity. If there's any problems, any security issues, call us right away.
Yeah. We would have an open comm line nonstop. There's going to be problems down here, but I'll handle it. If something comes up that needs your decision, I'll call Chip.
All right.
Okay. He hangs up abruptly.
Yeah, she does that a lot.
That night when you're going to sleep, the lullaby gets louder for you. And it feels kind of good. It kind of feels like someone close to you, maybe your mom or something, is singing you to sleep. You can't really understand the words, but it feels comfortable and warm.
All right, and it never stops.
Never stops.
So,
but right when you're about to go to sleep, it gets louder, but somehow it doesn't wake you up. You're just like, oh, hey, that's.
All right.
I'm sure this is totally normal.
Definitely not normal. Felix, you start getting emails from Dark Union at darkunion.eu while the rest of the ship is asleep.
All right, I'll open them up.
I'm looking at reports here from a newspaper and saying that you're going to be dead for hours. Whatever you're doing right now is foolhardy.
Everything I do is foolhardy. Is
that what you say out loud?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you get another email. Allying with us is not a foolhardy option. If you wish to continue working with your master, then you should consider supplying me with whatever plan is currently going on your ship.
Well, unfortunately for you, I don't know what that plan is.
You get another email. Find out, or I'll be talking to your master.
Like, hang on. This isn't the same person that liked to say that they were my master?
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
The email comes back. This is the police officer who captured you.
Oh, you're the one that shot me, you bastard.
Got better.
Look, no guarantees I can find out what's going on. I'm, as far as the captain is concerned, I'm a new member of the crew. Besides, I'm not exactly one to enjoys working for terrorists. You're murderers.
Yeah, so the email that comes back is just like, it's strange for you to call us terrorists and murderers or captured doing such despicable acts yourself. But I'll forgive your negligence and instead point out that with your keen understanding of Captain Dean Fairless, you've done well to manipulate him so far. Do whatever it takes to get the information you require, or if not, use Juan Diego. Been pliable to you. Advances so far.
That will only get me so far. And despite what you may think of the captain, he may come across as a bit of a jelly brain, but he is more intelligent than you give him credit for.
Jonas, your life is literally on the line here. You don't want to end up a headline in 2 days' news. Figure it out.
Still overly melodramatic, and I shut the terminal down.
So I'm gonna go talk to the rest of the crew.
Okay. Everybody gets up, even though it's the middle of the night. Everyone is super concerned because, you're going into a war zone. However, the captain isn't here.
Good, perfect.
Oh,
That's
okay.
exactly what I wanted.
All right.
I would be concerned, but I'm not. So the captain wants us to head back to the planet so he can turn himself in for psychic reconditioning.
That's an extremely stupid idea.
I agree. So I say instead, I make a run for the system edge and we get the fuck out of here.
You realize if we do that, we'll be basically most likely burning our holdings here.
Yeah, so Duran is just like, look, Juan, are you really thinking this out the whole way? I mean, this is a pretty good way of getting rid of the captain once and for all, and maybe we don't have to let Charity and Nathaniel go down too. I mean, they are part of this crew, right? We wouldn't leave them behind.
No, of course not. No, of course not. Fine. Return to the planets, we pick them up, and let the captain do his full brain plan and get himself killed.
We can't let the captain turn himself in for reconditioning. He'll get himself killed, and he might get some of us killed along with him.
Or worse, he could give us all away.
Yeah, every member of the crew is just like, yeah, you guys did try to assassinate several people. Like, everybody is hazing because they know that Kano is Felix. They know that Felix Kano is Jonas. And then, they know Juan Diego through the whole broadcast of the ship. Everybody's just pitching in for like 2 minutes long and just like, yep, I mean, you guys really screwed the pooch there trying to kill that government officer.
Oh yes, absolutely. It didn't go well at all. No.
The captain wants to make it right. He wants to kill this guy for fun.
He doesn't want to make it right. He wants to play a game.
You may be right there.
Captain doesn't care about making it right. He's just looking for an angle. Maybe we should figure out some way to give him a better angle.
Okay, Jane Cobb.
Listen, I think you're not wrong, and I don't know what to do about it. I'd like to just leave, but I don't want to leave Charity and Nathan behind.
Well, let's go pick him up.
That's not.
Brand is just like, listen, if we deviate from this flight path, we could be in some serious problems here. They were extremely specific down to the wind currents.
You let me worry about that.
He trusts you.
That's a good question. How much does he trust me?
How much does he trust?
I mean, I did do those fancy maneuvers on the planet when we were killing.
Yeah, that's not the thing he wants to trust you for. It's whether or not you'll get killed as part. He trusts you enough to just be like, all right, Juan, I trust you. You wouldn't lead us wrong.
All right. I'm gonna get with our what are their names? So Dr. Freeman.
Yep.
And
Dr. Shugart.
Huh?
Doctors Freeman and Shugart, your Marines?
Yeah. Because they were basically as a doctor of planetary science, I suspect that he can help me find someplace along our path that we could tell Charity and Nathan to meet us, so we could look like we're not deviating from the path.
Your flight path is literally like drop out of the atmosphere, go straight down, and
Where is this place that we're landing?
It's several miles outside of the capital in like a corporate area. But it's like a heavily fenced compound with whitewashed walls, barbed wire, and dudes with laser turrets set up, and it's a prison. It's definitely a prison.
I don't really want to go there.
Yeah, no. Let's not go there.
I mean, it's called Loyalty Conditioning Center 01, so...
I mean, I'm seriously, if we don't, that's where you guys are getting sent as soon as I wake up.
The gulag.
I mean, you
loyalty conditioning specifically.
So, I guess then that means there's no way to easily.
You could do some crazy shit where they get in a shuttle and meet you in midair, and they leap out of the shuttle into your waiting airlock. That's about it.
That sounds amazing.
I know it sounds amazing.
I mean, could they just get a small enough shuttle that we could open our cargo bay doors for?
There's not shuttles. There's not a shuttle small enough to fit inside your ship.
Just checking. Yeah, I mean that sounds really badass. But is Nathan up for that? He's recovering from brain bullets. I mean,
we already established his legs and arms are fine.
Yeah, his limbs are fine. It's telekinesis, Kyle. So, yeah, I mean, if you transmit this plan to Charity, she's just gonna be like, "Is this the only way off the planet?"
The only one I can see.
I'll arrange to make it happen.
All right.
Okay, Captain Dean. When you wake up, you are aware that the ship is at functioning levels of fuel. You're aware of your current speed. You're aware that you're down 1 day's worth of supplies. And that all systems are operational. Just from waking up.
That's weird, because normally I just kind of wake up and I'm like, kind of have cotton mouth and I'm groggy.
No, you still have those, but you also have the knowledge of the ship's status.
Okay. So I just wake up. I'm like, ship feels nice today. Feeling good? Like patting the ship gently.
Okay.
Good. I'm feeling well also. Got a good morning going also. I talk to the ship stammeringly as I like do my morning routine, brush my teeth and stuff.
You're still talking to the ship while you're trying to take a shit, and it's like really awkward.
Well, you just made it awkward.
Yeah, and then I check how long we've got until we arrive at our rendezvous.
Less than an hour. You're gonna hit atmospheric interface.
Sweet. All right, crew. I flip on the staff. I'm like,
still taking a shit.
I'm like, look, I'm feeling really good today, feeling really loose. The ship is running at top notch. I mean, I feel like the ship is running at top notch. I didn't really check any readouts, but I mean, if it's as smooth as I'm feeling, then everything's great.
Captain, where are you transmitting from?
Nowhere.
Captain, look, you're aware that your visual is currently on.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry about that. Look, the thing is, I just feel more comfortable going if I take my shirt off. So that's why. It's weird, but I think other people do it too.
Dren is just like, yep, I do it, Captain.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better. Look, let's look at looking sharp. We're gonna have a lot of heat on us, so we're gonna need someone helping out Juan Diego in the co-pilot's chair.
That's me, Captain.
All right, and we need someone on sand throwers in case we get missiles launched at us.
No one volunteers for that job.
All right, I'm gonna have to assign somebody then. I will assign someone to sit in the sand thrower bucket.
All right, one of the Marines will do it. But yeah, as they're doing it, they're just like, sir, it's an act of war to fire a sand thrower into the atmosphere. Really, only the most callous fool would ever fire a sand thrower in a occupied civilian area.
I agree, but son, we're at war.
He's just like, well, first off, I'm older than you, Captain, so please don't call me son. And second off, son, you could call me Doctor. Second off, sir, if we fire this sand thrower, we won't just be at war in general. We will specifically be at war with the planet.
All right. Well, we'll hold off on that unless it's in case, like, emergency measures. Arthur,
Captain, you know they have breaker guns down there, right?
I can... Yeah.
You're like, I know what those are. What are those? Confirm. Like no, I saw this on Overlord today. You just gotta be like, I know exactly what's going on, but confirm with me the details of the plan again. I want to make sure you understand it.
Explain it back to me so I know that you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, exactly. What a brilliant tactical genius, Ein-sama. No one could have ever seen through your brilliant schemes. It's just like, I don't fucking know how that happened.
Okay, so I'm going to get on a communique as we pull up, and I'm like...
So yeah, you're not pulling up yet. As your ship hits atmosphere, Juan Diego, you get an incoming shuttle that's attempting to atmospheric interface with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you Felix, and their pilot to make piloting checks.
Directly to the...
I get a bonus from
your co-pilot.
Okay, sweet. Piloting check.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what's going on here? We got
is
company.
This Dex or is this int?
It's gonna be Dex.
Sweet, because on my level up, I spent some of my points to increase my dex, so I now have a bonus. I now have a bonus for my dex. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, good luck.
You can increase your stats.
Only up to 5 times ever, and it gets more expensive for every point of stat you increase.
You know, there's a chapter called Character Advancement.
Yeah,
I should probably read that.
Page 47, I believe. I think 57.
Yeah, there we
go. The two ships enter into this weird helix. They create a wind tunnel between them, and Charity and Nathaniel leap out. You match the gravities, and they perfectly enter the docking area without being crushed by the immense pressure of two ships zooming downwardly.
As soon as the airlock closes, fucking out of there.
Oh, you're redirecting the ship away from the landing zone on the planet?
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you deviate from your course, Juan Diego, you get a message indicating...
from me screaming, what the hell are you doing? Where the hell are we going? They're going to shoot us down.
So, Captain Dean, you get a personal message, and the ship also gets an automated message from the military indicating you've deviated from your approved flight plan. You get a automatic message, Captain Dean Fairless, indicating that you deviated from your flight plan and to return immediately. You will be fired on.
I immediately respond that we're having like mechanical failures.
I get up and sprint for the engine room.
Okay.
I'm like, mechanical failures. I'm looking into it, and I'm like, Juan Diego, what the hell are you doing? You're off course.
I'm right on course.
Brandon's just like, Juan Diego, we're definitely off course here.
Yeah,
you can see these lads are deviating.
Get this thing back on course.
Our Delta V is going in the wrong direction.
Fine. Let's fucking put this shit down.
Okay.
Woo. Put Well, it's the way to get you out of there alive, but it's fine.
All right.
Can I get to the engine room and make it to where we have to land?
Yeah, well, I mean, you definitely are in the capability of landing right now. Define to land.
Land where Juan Diego wants us to land and not where Captain Fearless wants us to land.
I don't know that there's a way that you can fake the engine doing that with mechanical problems. What you're asking for is, can you pilot the ship?
No, what I'm asking.
If you're asking, can you turn the engine off so you fall out of the sky? That is the thing you can do, but it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think if you're trying to help Juan Diego, I don't think that's what he wants. Right?
That's true.
Yeah, Juan Diego wants out of this atmosphere, not into it deeper.
What's out of the gravity ball that is this planet?
Oh, Juan Diego is leaving. I thought we were going to go get our people.
No, Juan Diego is no longer leaving.
That's done.
You've got your people. They're on the ship.
Juan Diego wants to leave.
Really not catch that part.
They were the ones that were in the shuttle. That
was the 13.
The plan is now let Dean Fearless get himself killed.
I mean, himself includes the crew.
So where we are, if I cause some sort of mechanical failure, would it make it to where we can't get to where Captain Fearless wants to go?
Yes.
I will do that.
Okay. I need you.
The great part is if he fails the roll, it just gets even worse. No matter what he does,
we have to fall short
there.
So you need to make a convincing mechanical failure that the military won't blow you out of the sky for.
Failure.
That's difficulty 10.
I'm having second thoughts about this decision.
I mean, you've already committed to this pretty hard.
Remember, you get a reroll per hour.
That's true.
Yeah, you might be able to get a total of 10 on both rolls.
Wow.
I'll reroll that.
Yeah, reroll that. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Go, dice, go.
10.
You begin pulling wires and flipping switches, and at some point the ship begins to list, and then start rolling, and your internal gravity gets dialed back from 1 down to like 0.25.
But Juan Diego pulls us back into, and I'm like, all right, we got those mechanical troubles sorted out. Oh shit, no, now we've gotten.
The ensign that's on the communication is like, sir, it looks like you're having trouble with your gravity systems.
Look, we went through time and space for a long time. There's parts need work on them. Look,
you see Nulazar standing in the background. Like, this guy is out on the pad waiting to meet you, and the ensign's just like, no, sir, doesn't seem like a trick. The captain is genuinely floating in the center of their ship. It's pretty hard to fake.
I'm like, yeah, we're going down at a faster rate than normal for descent, I think.
You can see Nulazar grabs the camera, and it does the face cam thing from every shitty documentary film ever, and he's just like, Captain Fearless, we're sending escort fighters. They will pick you up when you land. Make sure that the prisoner, Felix Kano, is prepared for transport.
Okay, you got it.
I don't remember. Did you fill the rest of the crew in that you were selling Felix out here?
Yeah, I told them that we were gonna.
No, you told Felix that he was bait, but you did not explain anything.
You were on the call too, so you know
that's true. Juan Diego was on the call.
I mean, I know that he was. You said something about bait, but you never actually explained it to the rest of us.
No, I said that he would stand at the bottom of the ramp, and I would be behind him and kill the guy. I gave you the whole plan. That was as much as I had planned out, guys. That was the full.
That didn't seem like a full plan. It's not a full plan. We were waiting for the rest of the plan.
It sounds like a brain bullet to the back of the skull.
It doesn't matter because not even a tenth of the plan happened. So now we just rehash it as we go. All right. So we're going down.
So you're going down. You have 2 places you can land: in a forest south of the city, or you can try to land in the main civilian spaceport, which is currently very busy.
Which one is going to give us more cover?
I mean, what kind of cover are you looking for? If you're looking for physical, literal cover, the forest will work. If you're looking to blend in with the seething mass of humanity and maybe try to get your ship off of sensors, the spaceport's the place.
Spaceport then for sure.
Okay, all right. You've been attempting to land at the spaceport. I'm going to need you to make a piloting check to land this because it's way outside the level of difficulty, especially given that you physically damaged your own ship to do it.
Damage.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, you can't fake this damage. You had to actually damage the ship to do this.
You can put it back together, but not as quickly as you took it apart. So am I still assisted by Drand?
Yep.
12.
Wow. Okay. Yes.
I'm rolling on fire tonight.
Here's what happens. 2 escort fighters pull in behind you and are like trying to give you instructions on how to land. You easily lose them in a stream of ships that are all, it's like an airport, right? They're all like waiting to get landing permission. And you duck down below whatever the radar level is, flip your IFF off, and you disappear into the jumble of spaceport. You have just successfully ghosted the planetary military.
Sweet.
All right, plan B. Now that we have the location,
we're not killing this motherfucker. We're getting out.
Charity just appears on the bridge and is just like, which motherfucker are we killing?
Look, this guy we were supposed to kill originally. I told you guys, remember? We made a big
flop.
I've been on the planet. I don't know anything about this plan that you've revealed
I
to the
thought
rest
someone
of
would have emailed you. So, like, the whole... There was a big thing.
About fucking terrorist plots. It's bad policy.
That's true.
You want to fast forward and fill her in on the treason conspiracy real quick?
It gets caught up in the spam.
Off camera.
Okay,
5 minutes later.
I'm like, so... To make
Is anyone else hearing that?
Finish the singing?
Yes.
It's lovely. Can anyone else tell what the ship is feeling? Can you guys feel what the ship is feeling? Is that just me?
I mean, I feel like she's listening a little to the left. If someone would fix the goddamn engine.
No, I mean like percentage of fuel.
I start fixing the engine.
What percentage of fuel we have?
Well, Captain, with that new salvage, we have 100% fuel all the time. I don't feel that though. I just know it inherently as a, you know.
Yeah, I can feel it in my body, like as if I was, you know.
Captain, that's not normal.
Like a soreness of the muscles, the thing you know.
Yeah, so like everyone on the bridge is stopping what they're doing to turn and look at you.
That's really weird.
Have you been taking your medicine, Captain?
Yeah, I mean, I've been taking my medicine. I just feel really in touch with the ship lately. I thought maybe as a pilot, you'd have that same kind of thing. Like you wake up in the morning and it's like all systems go and you just know it.
No, that's not anything I have experienced.
Look, well, I still think we need to finish this job. I mean, and also this person is the one that wants to have everyone taken to the loyalty centers.
To finish this job.
What?
As soon as Felix fixes the engines, we're out of here, okay?
Are the engines fixed yet?
Not even.
Yeah.
What? We haven't even barely landed.
I mean, I don't think your plan was.
You think I'm going to wait until we land to fix the engines? No, I'm going to want a safe landing.
I mean, I don't think we even really
flip them on right at the last second.
Yeah, I'm going to try to slip into a string of traffic unnoticed.
You're heading outbound?
No, hold on a second. I'm not leaving this planet with that dude still alive. He's bad news. We can't leave him. First of all,
it's not our job.
It is. I specifically took the job to kill that man.
This person you took that job from even alive? Are we even going to get paid for this shit? No. You know how we get paid? We sell fucking things. And you know what?
As soon as we find Kate Adams, we'll get paid.
Not here.
She's in charge of public security. If anyone's secure, it's her.
Captain, I don't give a fuck about this planet.
All right, well, this is my ship, and I had a job to do. That's what we do on this ship, is jobs.
Yeah, we do. And you know what?
So when we take a job, we do the job.
The job is over. The job is over.
The job is not over. I don't see how you could say it was over if he's still alive.
So the ship gets a communication being broadcast to. So it's not being directed at the ship. It's being directed at your IFF communicator. It's being sent to He Was My Father.
Okay, the regular.
Yeah. They're not like sending it directly to the ship. They're just like broadcasting across the planet looking for the ship. The sender is Lieutenant General Kate Adams.
Ah, perfect. I've been wanting to speak to Kate. What's the mess? It's just a message, or
it's a video call.
A video call. Okay, I pick up.
All right. Rather than wear her traditional Rianson outfit, she's wearing her military uniform. You can see behind her that she's on the bridge of some sort of ship, whether it's a naval ship or whether it's a Black Sea spaceship. Hard to tell. She says, Captain Fairless and crew, I see that I've caught you at a good time. Are you still on planet?
Yeah, still on planet, still on target. There was a slight hiccup, but things are going to be ironed out soon, I promise.
You're still going after Nolazar?
I have his location currently, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's excellent news.
And I like turn directly to Juan Diego and I'm like, we're getting paid still for this work, right?
Our original agreement, Captain, that the government would offer you kickbacks on future trade deals. And I'm willing to extend that deal and offer you an even better offer.
See, we weren't even getting paid for that shit in the first place.
We are, though. It was like to get us out of trouble, I think, originally.
I mean, it wasn't money, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't suppose you could scrape together any pretext salvage for us.
I'm afraid any pretext salvage you might have is being put to military use right now.
Right.
I'm sure that we could find some accommodation in our budget if your pilot requires payment. We could let loose 25,000 credits on top of the generous bonus we've placed on your... Gosh, how would she say friction score? Kickbacks.
Reputation.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. We will be leaving the system as soon as the mission is accomplished. If
that's too bad, but I'll tell you what. I'll make sure to divert any suspicion in your wake as much as I can. With Nolazar dead, I'll be in control of the government.
My previous orders came from Arsenio Phoenix. Are you under his direct command?
Says immediately, yes, of course. I answer to Chairman Arsenio Phoenix.
Should I consider your orders his as well, then? Our previous orders are no longer irrelevant, as we were supposed to stop Zenman ships from entering the system.
This is an off-the-books job that you're doing for me, Captain.
All right, well, I will need to get some official orders to cover up for them. Do you think...
Your official orders from me are to immediately reconnoiter Orzadal system. Those orders will go into effect 10 seconds after the death of Colonel Thomas Nolazar.
Excellent.
You can bring back information in 2-3 years. If necessary. Sooner if you can get back, but
sure.
We won't need you back anytime soon.
I understand. I don't understand.
She's telling you that, leave the system after you blatantly murder a dude.
Blatantly murder this guy, I guess.
Wait until shit cools down before coming back.
Right. Orzado's system. Do I know offhand
Yes, it's the system you arrived in and have come to this planet from. It's the system where the governor AI run.
Okay, so I kind of turn to Juan Diego and I'm like, Orzado system, and like give like a is that a good place to go? Like Wales.
Fine.
All right. Space whales. All right.
I'm sorry, space whales?
I was talking to a crew member.
I see.
They were trying to decide on a theme for a birthday party.
This is a very inappropriate time to be discussing that, Captain.
I think space whales is going to work.
Good luck in your mission.
Thank you. Over and out. All right. Now, I can understand if you guys don't want to get tangled up in this. It's going to be rough. But I think we are going to need to tuck the ship away somewhere, get some sort of ground vehicle, and make our way to the facility to execute this guy. And like I said, Kate Adams is going to take care of us, try to clean up everything after us.
Yes, I'm sure, Captain. Why don't you get a car and have fun committing some murder?
It's not murder if you get paid for
it. It's assassination.
She just explained how we're not getting paid for it.
No, she said she'd give you a bonus of, what was it, 25 Gs?
25,000.
You're getting 25.
Yeah, that's payment.
Fine. All right. Well, I guess that is my...
I'm going car shopping. I need an all-terrain vehicle. Arthur.
And he's going to spend 50,000 credits for this 25,000 credit job.
I literally will.
On a car.
Look, it's about establishing a reputation, right? Sometimes you have to go into the red.
The other thing is, maybe I can like park this car, since we do have foldings on this planet. Might be able to park it here.
So when you go to order a car, it asks for your driver's license. You know what I mean? It asks for your
license.
Yeah, no, it just asks for your identification. So let's be clear here. Like, you're about to go buy a car from a rent-a-car place, and they're just asking for the basic shit that you would need, you know, like your license and insurance. I mean, you have those things.
Yeah, sure. I tell these guys that I have a
So I have a question. Would you look for something more like a hover cycle or more like a grav car?
I think a grav car, just in case anyone wants to come with
20,000 credits.
Okay, I'm gonna give these guys an extra. You say 20?
Yep.
So I'm gonna give these guys 25, and I'm gonna tell them that I don't like to do paperwork, and they're gonna take care of it for me.
Do you still send over your identification?
I do send over my name. Captain
Disaster
Fearless.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
Yeah, for 25,000 credits, they'll do it.
I need. Let's see here. I'm just gonna write that down.
So what happens is the guy's just like, oh, Captain Fearless, of course, for 25,000 credits, there's no need to run a background check.
All right, that's great. I will be in to pick that up right away.
We'll have it ready in the next half an hour.
All right, gas that bad boy up.
Of course.
Okay, crew, who's coming with me? Anybody feel like an adventure?
Nathaniel immediately offers to long rifle for you.
All right.
He's your Huckleberry.
All right, armor up. We do have armor for him. He's got a good gun.
Yeah, he's got a mag rifle now.
Um,
Charity is also going to go with you. Daniel will. Got a mag
Great.
pistol.
Great.
Anyone else?
All right, we go off.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, I was looking at Sid. I was like, Sid, you gonna go? You gonna go? You gonna go?
Yeah, I'll tempt fate. I'll poke the bear. Let's do it.
Well, let's see what happens when we come back. We're gonna go on break. We'll be back in about 8 minutes for the second half. This is gonna go in a direction that I had not foreseen tonight. So that's where we're at right now. Enjoy the break music, and we'll be back.